Alright, we are back. It's been a whole week since I've played. Work's just so stressful, I barely have any time to play. So we're gonna have to figure out where we were and what we needed to do. I also see that there was a patch added since last time I played. 1.0.8 or what it is. And it looks like they added more content to the Aztec Empire. But that's later down the line. Alright. I think we are post-war. And we're just trying to suppress some rebels. And building up our economy. We have some disloyal subjects. Namely, I wish they would show this as a red indicator or something, or like at least yellow, right? Right, and we want to improve this loyalty. So if we check, we can always see why they are not very loyal to us. So, their opinion of us is bad. And all vassal countries combined are a little bit stronger than me. What we could do, of course, is we can go and we can support the loyalists. We could also just improve our relations with them, right? Could also ask them to oh, right, they won't give us any. Okay. So I feel like we're just going to work on the opinion. This vassal is pretty important to us. I'm not sure if I'd want to vassalize these guys as well alongside. Or this region alongside it. So you don't want, or at least I think you don't, I hate that the mouse scrolls on the edge of the screen. Can I turn that off? I probably can. Game. Controls. Ah! Alright. Perfect. So it's not my ideal situation that I own all the land. I want to have vassals specifically because we come as a nation, we come with a lot of vassal technologies, right? So we have a lot of unique technologies. Oh, okay, so they've changed this a bit. All right. So we've got a lot of very unique ones, right? So we've got loyalty and income from vassals here. This is unique to us, right? So this promotes us having vassals because we get more income from them, from this. Basically, any of the purple ones are unique to your playstyle. What are the requirements here? Feudalism. Alright. Alright, so anything that has this purple is kind of unique to your culture, to what you're playing. But that doesn't mean that it's only us that have that, right? So other regions will also have monarchy reform traditions. But there's some regions that don't have that, or some cultures that don't have that. And in our case specifically, I'm pretty sure not many other cultures have these traditions over here. But then specifically also here in the Age of Renaissance, right? we get even more loyalty from our vassals. Where was it? Wish you could also just search for, right, like the actual effect that it has. That would be great. Honestly, that would be great. Well, I don't know where it is, but I felt like there was a second advance that was unique here to us. Alright, we did research that. We could... What are we currently researching? Ah, right. More loyalty from our vassals. And then better subject opinion. And max literacy for the nobles. Right, because we're trying to increase our research speed. Right, because research speed is going to matter. We're going to have access to, or we're getting access to a lot of the late game, or like to a lot of the institutions very late in the game, right? So, for example, feudalism, we're only going to be able to unlock this if we are directly in contact, maybe trading or otherwise, with a nation or culture that have this unlocked. And then we can slowly increase our chance of actually unlocking it ourselves. Which we would want to unlock that for that. But since we currently have no connection to any of these nations, right? Here as well, right? We have Paris, Genova, Milano. We're not in contact with any of them, so we're not researching that. I think we were wanting to build a library, but we're lacking tools for that. So we're currently building more tool workshops here. Right, and we could appease the gods, but we don't have any doom. Ah, we're getting close to this actually, that's great. Alright, and because we have this, we get more clerics. Alright. I think we're slowly assimilating the other cultures, the other religions. Not sure. Yeah, we should totally be doing that. And into the culture as well. Right. Okay, so they're building stuff here, which is good. Stone quarries. Okay, so our biggest problems. Masonry, okay. And tools. So you can sort by shortages. So what do you have the most surplus of? What do you have the most shortage of? And yeah, pottery is definitely a problem. Tools, coal, masonry. Clay is just about even, that's good. So we don't have a lot of shortages in the market, which is good, but we have some pretty important ones like tools. So let's improve our tool production a bit more. Maybe we'll build another one in here as well. I think we're building a 5th one in here. Let's build a 3rd one here. What else is going on? Disloyal subjects. Yeah, we're working on that. Pops with needs. Slave conversion. Truces, religious focuses, unmarried children. Right, there's currently no one available. That's okay. Speed things up a little bit. Okay, we can lose some legitimacy or we can lose some prestige. I think we're going to lose some legitimacy. I'm trying to increase my prestige. Okay, we're making good money. Our tax base has been growing pretty steadily. Trying to decrease the taxes here for our clerics so we can make them more happy. Keeping minting down. And we can start doing some culture investment. Still losing prestige here. And now that we have the artist unlocked, culture. Oh, we actually have that Triara. What does that do? We have less. Oh, we have an artist. Well, goddamn. We never even got to choose, so that's great. Oh well, his skill isn't all that great, but I mean, he is producing art at least. What about the rebels? They seem fine. Okay, let's get our guys back because it's winter now. Let's not have them lose too much. We could also change the general again right now to increase our crown power a bit. think we're gonna leave him in for now. We've got rebels again. We're just gonna let them for now. They're only growing very slowly. We've got a lot of characters in here now. Alright. Am I happy with... yeah. So we built another tools guild. That's done. So how about that library now? There's still not enough tools. Just how many tools do I need? Got another one coming up. Right, it's May, so we can go and suppress rebels again. I never know how that's supposed to work, right? Because this is an objective that we give them that they're supposed to be doing on their own, right? Put down any possible revolts by reducing unrest in locations. Right. I wonder if they're gonna move eventually. Right, so there's the stone quarry and the tools guild. And we're going to promote some of our peasants into the stone quarry. Tools are still a problem. The problem being that as we build more tool workshops, the demand of tools is also going up, right? Because as I build more tool workshops, other people in the market are building more things that require tools. Let me check, how are our stone quarries doing? I wish it would just tell you how many you need. Might build a marketplace. Yeah, let's build a marketplace. I think there was the market warehouse as well, right? Which I was looking at. It's really expensive compared to just upgrading the marketplace, right? Which gives us 2 trade advantage, 2 trade capacity. But I think what you're actually paying for with a market warehouse is the stockpile capacity. Which I think we want that as well. Which of course it's an investment. It was quite costly, but I think being able to stockpile more things will be good for us. Yeah, 15 prestige. Oh, we're finally in the green. That's good. We've got some diplomatic actions that we can probably take. We can start the annexation here, which we're gonna do that. I was waiting for that. So, finally annexing another province here. It's not going to take too long. Yeah, it's going to take 2 years. Livestock. Yeah, it's more of a rural settlement. I might upgrade this to urban. I'm not sure. It is better off being rural for food growth, and we're gonna need a lot of food, right? So we still have problems with loyalty up here. That's okay. We're slowly filling that stone quarry. That's our marketplace done, which then in theory should increase our trade capacity quite a bit. We might turn these off because I don't think we need to import weapons anymore. Might need to. How are we losing money from this trade? Why are we doing this trade if we're losing money on it? We could obviously get more taxes here, but I want them happier because that is going to increase our research speed. As you can see, we already got up from 1.27 to 1.28. Unprofitable buildings. The masons, we're going to subsidize them. We did close these. Why did I close these? Because there's no demand. Yes, there's absolutely no demand. Also closed this. I could also close everything that uses tools to reduce the demand of tools. Almost everything uses tools. We're just never going to keep up with it. I want this as well. But again, tools. The goddamn tools. So, let's make more tools then. It's ridiculous how many tools we need to make here. A saltpeter guild. See, that's like some of these things that they're building. Is there even any demand for it? No. Why are they building it? Alright, our diplomatic spending is pretty low right now, but let's increase that to so that we can have 2 diplomats. $2.4. Huh. All right. All right, this is how much we need to have 2 diplomats. And of course we have this one county here that don't like us very much. We could work on that. It is going to take a while. Slow progress, but we can work on it. Alright, we can have a parliament. I don't dislike this. This would let us upgrade a lot of things. It's also very likely to pass. Yeah, let's do it. Could also do market regulations, right? It's not so easy to pass though. This So if you check in the parliament, we currently only have 16% base support. So with the 9% here from the burghers, it would only bring us to what? 25, give or take. I was thinking I want to increase my raw materials output, so let's go with this one. We enact the same religious group policy in heir religion. That might actually be something that we want. Let's look at that. Yeah, we actually want that, and usually this would cost us 95 stability to enact. But we can currently get this for just 12 stability. Great. And here we can get, we enact favor the common people policy instead of, no, no. Of course, now we can also change our parliament request. But I don't think we're going to do that. We're just going to let this parliament go through. Ugh. Our air is not very great, but oh well. It happens. Alright, now we can probably enact this. No, we want to stay spiritualist for now. We're going to change that eventually. But we're going to stay that for now. We might change that later. But let's go ahead and force our slaves to convert. Where'd the bars go here? This is now showing as percentages. I preferred the bars, honestly. Because then you could just see the color of the bar, right? Whereas the numbers up here, it's easy to miss. Alright, and these guys are our next target. we going to build another tool workshop? All right. We could change the location of our capital, but I don't think I want to. If we check the happiness, then yeah, we're definitely happiest here. And if we check population, population is also biggest here, so let's keep the capital here. So we are now passing on rulership. We can make the peasants a little unhappy. Yeah. Okay, so now we need a wife. We've got some options here. We can also just take both. It's curious how that was not... okay, that was the age range maybe? Diplomatic range, we'll accept. I'm thinking... this is good. And this is good. Yeah, we'll take both of them. This will give us prestige. Put more. Why will they no longer accept? We don't have a diplomat, okay. So increase our diplomatic spending. And then we can lower our diplomatic spending again. Let's maybe lower it to this. We gained 25 support in Parliament. And the burghers are more powerful. Yeah. Yeah. We can get some army tradition, or we can get prestige, legitimacy, and stability. Yeah, that's just good across the board. Oh, we completely forgot to increase. Oh, whatever. We completely forgot to increase those things while the parliament was in session. I was just so distracted with that, you know, the ruler changed. I could have improved these things. Oh well. They're not even that important right now. Laborers or slaves. I wish it would tell me. I should have expanded this while the parliament was open. So everyone's loyal now. It's good. Can we build a library finally? No. Increase this just a bit. Okay, now we're getting to the literacy here, right? This should be boosting this even more. So we're at 1.29, slowly climbing. I love how they can create weapons from just tools. But they can only make tools in the market village, right? They can only make tools from iron, but they can make weapons from simple wood. Let's upgrade that. I know we should have done this earlier when we had the refund for it. We can have another wife now, right? There we go. Let's do this. Give me some prestige. Awesome. Could also marry a noble. She's too old. Could appoint him as general. That's okay. Now, our next children, we're definitely going to improve their education, if we can. The irrigation is actually a really nice building here. More population and more food production capacity. It's very nice. I think you can even stack that. Do we have irrigation somewhere else? I thought we had more irrigation somewhere. Ah, there. Right, like we might even want irrigation here. It's just needing tools. That's the biggest problem. Just needs tools. Everything just needs tools right now. The tools are still the biggest problem. Yeah, they're just... We can never make good on that. We need the iron. See, my question is, if we change this to that and subsidize it, is it actually going to work? Because I don't know if there's any iron to be bought anywhere. Or is it just going to say buildings are missing raw material inputs? Yeah. I didn't even see what that was. Oh, we're building another marketplace. Oh, that's great. Yeah, and everything needs tools. Did these guys get even bigger? Gee, they did. Am I have an alliance with these guys? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They've gone... They've taken a lot of land there. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to be careful right now. Forest village. What does a forest village do? Produces leather. That's pretty nice. I might want to improve my army, to be honest. I don't know if I could just merge these together. But actually no, they can only have 300, 300. Okay, so could recruit to army some eagle warriors, 200. Okay. Okay, so we have now annexed another province, which is great. This changes the control quite a bit. Speaking of control, 81, 63, that's not bad. Is there anything I want to disable here? No, actually I'm pretty happy with what we're doing. We need to be a bit careful because there's some pretty big nations around us. And did we improve this to an urban settlement? No. What's this? Festival grounds. Okay. Still want that stone. I'm not sure how to get there though. These guys have alliances, but they're definitely a lot weaker. We need to look at another war to expand. Can we annex anyone? No. We can see some territory. Care too much about that. A tall castle. I'm not happy with this because it's needing a lot of tools again. Well, it's not needing a lot, but just a few. But more nobles is good for us. Though we kind of want more burghers than nobles. Can we actually also improve our burger satisfaction and their power a bit? I think we're gonna go with the monetary policy. Losing a bit of inflation and yeah. Which should now allow us to mint a little bit more. There we go. Where would we upgrade them to? What is the upgrade? Ah! The upgrade is... Alright, so the Jaguar warriors are considered the upgrade. Okay, that's okay. Building another one of these, which I don't know why the carpenter's, you know, supposed to not be profitable. Ah, okay. get rid of him completely. That should help a lot with the rebels. Oh, they finally moved to suppress the rebels. It's interesting. Need more tools. So many more tools. This just keeps getting lower as well, because the demand just keeps going up. Just don't know how to fix this. The demand is just too high. The stone quarries take the most, to be honest. Which, if I could change all my stone quarries to not using tools, that would be great. See if that changes anything. Our son is born. Great. 10. Yeah, that seems like a nice name. That's us, right? We could appoint this guy as general. This gives us a bit more crown power. Of course, this general is a lot better. But like this, get more state power from that. Younger sister. Could change the education here a little bit. It might be a bit late. She has pretty good stats. I'm just gonna see what the impact of this is. We can afford it, so why not? I'm gonna see, because it's only 2 years left or so in her education, I think, but I'd be curious to see what actually happens with that. Alright, we need to go to some kind of war to see if we can grow a little bit, because we have some pretty powerful neighbors right now. We need to keep up with the race. So who might be a good target? These guys were obviously like one of the best targets. until they formed an alliance with these guys. Supposedly I should be stronger though, so... So I think we're gonna do it. Why did I want this again? Right, because gold. Let's see what we have in there. That's the button I was looking for. Right, so we've got gold, copper. Lumber. It brings us closer to the stone. Plus, of course, we're trying to get up there to be iron. It's really annoying how far away the iron is. There's iron down there too. There's also stone over here. Alright, I think that's it. That's the great war we're gonna fight.